Hey everyone, J-Rod Plays here. Just going to go over the final Imbaru Engine Encounter called A Parting Gift in this video. In order to complete this, you have to return back into the Imbaru Engine to the very top floor. And as you see here, we're going to get some new dialogue kind of landing in and getting into the Imbaru Engine.
The Spire is still responding to your magic. We have reports of another reconfiguration. I had assumed we were finished here.
You Vanguard types always walk right into it. Of course you thought that. It's what she wanted you to think. But no. She left you one last puzzle. Consider it a going-away present.
Guardian, this is the culmination of Savathun's trickery. Discover what she has hidden from us.
Now, once you reach the top floor, you're going to actually have a new portal that's going to be to the left of the entrance to the prior test. And so that new portal is going to take us into a new area, and you'll see that here. Once you've reached the new area, you're going to interact with the symbol on the ground to attune with the braziers. And these three braziers are going to need to be lit by attuning with special flames that are going to be throughout the galaxy. One is going to be here in the Imbaru Engine, one is going to be in the Savathun Spire, and one is going to be in the Altar of Summoning. And so I'm going to show you now how to get to the one that's in the actual Savathun Spire that we're in, the Imbaru Engine. And that's going to be at the base level at the bottom floor where you did the very first test. Now coming back into the room, you'll notice on the upper right hand side there's going to be a new symbol kind of glowing up there. You see me shooting at it here. And how that's going to work is you're going to activate the deep sight, and once you activate the deep sight in front of you, it's going to give you some feet to kind of tell you to go upwards. You can just ignore those and follow my path here. It is a tight timer if you are just taking your time, so you do kind of zoom up there. Make sure you're dodging everything in your path and just grab the flames before the deep sight runs out, because you're standing on a deep sight platform as you're grabbing the flames, and that's going to be the one in the Imbaru Engine. Now the one in the altar is going to be, in the altar of summonings by the way, that's going to be to the right when you land, and you're going to look up and you're going to see another little glowing symbol out in the distance. It's kind of hard to make out when you first get there, but as you get closer to it, you're going to see the flames actually glowing in a brazier. And so as you go up and you go to the stairs that lead to that fourth room, you're going to end up taking a right and activating the deep sight. From there, the deep sight platform is going to appear above you. You're just going to jump up here as you see the path that I'm taking. Once you get to the longer one, you can kind of skip that very last one, just go right to the one in front of you and right straight ahead onto the brazier, and then you can grasp the flame from there with your interact key. Now the one in Savathun Spire is probably going to be the hardest one to get because you're going to try to avoid getting pulled by some random blueberry. But if you can avoid that and you can be quick, you can actually grab this one right before you get to the final encounter. So after you finish the first and second encounters, you're going to have the platforms that take you to the final encounter. There's going to be a deep sight right in front of you. You can't miss it. From there, you're going to want to turn around. You're going to land on the platform next to you. There's going to be a platform underneath, or you can jump around as you see the path that I'm following here. And then once you land on that platform, you're going to have another one around to the right side, and that's going to be the final brazier there. You're going to grasp that brazier, and that's going to be the next path to getting to the final Imbaru test. So now you're going to return back to where you were through the brand new portal in the Imbaru engine. It's going to take you to that new room. You're going to move up and you're going to attune to the brazier. So you're going to have to hit the symbol in the middle. And then from there you can deposit in each of your 3 braziers the flames by rekindling the flames with your interact key. You're going to do that for the one at Altar of Sorrows, the Spire one, as well as the one that you received from the bottom floor of the Imbaru engine. And once you've deposited all 3, then you're going to see there's going to be an open door in front of you. That's going to take us into the final test. And this is going to be the parting gift test. And it's called the Truth and Lies. Now, in order to start the test, you're going to just click Begin the Test, interact with the symbol, and what that's going to do, that's going to have a little bit of a glowing symbol with a triangle in front of you, and there's going to be 2 symbols, one off to your right and one off to your left. In order to start the test, you're just going to go ahead and interact with both of the larger symbols. Now, normally they'll give you like a pattern that you can kind of see and make out, but this has already been solved by Raid Secrets. So I'm just going to go through and save you guys all the time. And instead of just showing you how to do it and going through one at a time, we're just going to go ahead and input the pattern here. And I'm going to go through slowly so you can kind of see what I'm doing. And so inputting the symbols begins on the right side, back right. You're going to start out with kind of like the little octopus looking symbol there. Then you're going to just click that Modify Tribute button. From there, we're going to move on to the right, and we're going to choose the X with the little dot below it. And then now we're going to move over to our right again, kind of making a circle. We're going to choose the little A with the 3 dots on it. Almost looks like hive eyes. Now we're going to choose the ice cream cone, the one that looks like a cone. We're going to go to our right, and we're going to go straight to the O. From there, we're going to turn right again. And now we're going to go to the one that looks like a little bit of a basket with a dot on it. Or a U. Then we're going to go one to that looks like the squid again. And now that we've done that, that's pretty much the final symbol setup. And so again, if you need to review, you can just back up and go through slowly. But then from there, you're going to choose to submit your final tribute. And I'm going to let it play from here because there is some nice surprises. There's going to be spoilers as well, so just be careful if you don't want to be spoiled, but this is awesome.
This is an Ahamkara egg. Uncorrupted by taken energy of Riven's clutch? Impossible.
We drove the wish dragons to extinction during the Great Hunt. Riven's eggs were destroyed, or so we thought.
Guardian, you must leave the Spire at once. Ahamkara are powerful beings. Even a newly hatched whim is dangerous.
Wait. Savathun left it here for us to find. Why?
So that it may wreak havoc.
We have to take it back to the Athenaeum.
What?
It can't stay here. Not with Savathun. There's no other course of action.
And if it hatches, what then?
Like you said, the kind of havoc only an Ahamkara whim could wreak. Initiate the Transmat Guardian. We'll make sure it's contained.
This is reckless.
I've decided to follow your example.
Guardian, do as Ikora says. I know who to speak to about this discovery.
So yeah, there's an Ahamkara egg that has been unhatched and part of Riven's clutch there. Didn't see that coming. That's actually a pretty nice little narrative point. And then once we get through here and we've picked everything up, you're going to run out of your time or you're going to back out. When you do, be careful not to hit your buttons too fast because there's going to be a cutscene that follows, and I'll catch you on the other side of the cutscene.
Guardian,
What have you been working on in here? A pattern in Savathun's wings. She did give us what she promised. The last wish.
So yeah, the even bigger surprise is that there's another wish for the Last Wish raid, the final wish, that one that everybody was theorizing about. They found a way to add it into the game, kind of retroactively adding it into the game. And with this retcon, they're going to try to maybe bring back something through the final wish. For what it's worth, I tried to put in the code, and I've gone on Raid Secrets as well and confirmed that the final wish doesn't actually work. You can see the actual code when you're looking at the papers. You can see the symbols that it could be and what it is, and you can go in and have some fun and try to put it in yourselves, but it just kind of dissipates like you put in the wrong code. And I also did hear 2 oracles when I was running in instead of just 1 oracle, so I don't know if that was just me or a visual bug, but I got it. I got all excited thinking that, hey, this is going to work, this is going to do something, but it did nothing, so it's either for a future week or for next season, leading us into the final shape. And so from there, this is pretty much the whole encounter. This is going to be everything that you're going to do for the week. There is some final challenges that you can knock out to get the bright dust, but other than that, I'm pretty much done with the season for the week. Unless something comes up new, I probably won't make a whole lot of videos, Destiny videos wise. I tried not to deal with the whole drama situation because you know, you never know. Sometimes it's going to be looking really, really grim right before it's going to be really awesome. And I've been in a situation like that before where everybody was talking about quitting the game, leaving the game, and that's when Forsaken came out. And so hopefully it repeats itself and we're going to have a great season next season, and we're going to have an even better final shape. Hopefully the final shape is not actually delayed, even though I think it is. Which sucks, but it is what it is. You know, we can't force the devs to put out a product. We can only wait until it's ready. And so in the meantime, I'll be making kind of variety videos and things like that, like everybody else is doing. In the meantime, I'll have a couple different games that I play, like Hunt, for example. Any new games that may come our way. A new game called Nightingale is coming down the road if you guys want to check that out, if that's of interest to any of the Destiny players. That one's going to release in February when the final shape should have released, so if the final shape doesn't release then, I'll be checking that game out and making guides for that as well. But that's pretty much it. Thanks very much again for sticking with me and for subscribing, even though we're in this current crazy climate, so I appreciate all the new subscribers, and I'll see you guys in the next video.